What's good? Thank you guys for joining me in today's video. If you guys are new here, my name is Santos. If you guys are returning subscribers, what's good, fam? Thank you guys for the continued support and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, guys, I got to feature one of my favorite UK-based brands, and I'm so excited because we created this gorgeous, beautiful cut crease. When I tell you this blue cut crease is giving, it's giving what it needs to give. Period. Punto. In today's video, we are going to be featuring a P.Louise eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh. If you guys are OGs of the channel, you guys know I am a huge lover of the P.Louise base. I am such a sucker for this base. I do not use anything else but this base on my eyes in any of my eyeshadow tutorials. And anytime I do my makeup, this is a must-have for the collection, y'all. If you guys haven't heard of P.Louise, I will link their handles down below so you guys can educate yourself on the brand. They are a UK-based cosmetic line as well as an academy. Their artists are some of the world's renowned artists. Like, their talent is so above average. Like, the way they do makeup is insane. Like, I aspire to, you know, learn those kind of techniques to elevate my own artistry skills. Oh my goodness. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to be jumping right into the featured eyeshadow palette in today's video. So we are going to be using the Stack Them Up Talk Is Cheap eyeshadow palette. So beyond their funky packaging, because they always come out with very unique packaging, their product, when I tell you the quality of their products, always deliver, guys. So there's 8 eyeshadows in this palette. I use 6 of the eyeshadows on my eyes in today's video. Oh my gosh. And I'm just amazed at how well the look came out. So other than the P.Louise eyeshadow base, the only other product in today's video that was new was the e.l.f. Restoring Facial Oil Mist. I've never used this, and today I got to use it, so I do have my thoughts on this. So stay tuned for the tutorial portion of the video for my thoughts on this product. And everything else was pretty much products that were already in my collection. I did get to revisit one of my favorite foundations, and I forgot how much I loved it. So again, stay tuned for the tutorial portion of the video to find out what that is. And I think that's all I need to mention in this video. So if you guys are lovers of my tutorials, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the Ignitions family if you guys aren't already. Don't forget to spread the word on your new favorite influencer. And without further ado, guys, enjoy this tutorial, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later. What's good, y'all? You guys already know, jumping right into voiceover. So here is a close-up look of today's look. So let's go ahead and start recreating. As per you guys' request, you guys went off and sounded off for a zoomed in moment. So here it is. I'm happy to deliver. So jumping right into our eyeshadow base, we are going to be using the P.Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor number 2. And I am going to blend that out with a kabuki style brush. Alright guys, so jumping right into our featured eyeshadow palette, we are going to be using the P.Louise Stack Them Up Talk Is Cheap palette. And we're going to start off with Talk Is Cheap, that navy blue color. So we're gonna go ahead and pack this onto our crease. I like to go ahead and make sure that there's no gaps and that the intensity of the color is full on saturated. You guys do not have to be precise with this color, because when you blend it out, everything is just gonna come together. So let's jump right into our second shade. So we're gonna go ahead and blend that darker shade with the color Hustle, which is that almost like sky blue. You wanna go ahead and start the initial blend where everything is starting to mesh together to create that almost like cloud method that I love so much. And then to further blend out that light blue, we are gonna take this teal shade, which is called Money Moves. This shade was so beautiful, y'all. When I tell you, like, I've been obsessed with blues, and I have no idea why, because my favorite color is pink. But blues have just been there. I guess I've just been seeing a lot of people use blue colors, and I'm here for it. So going ahead and re-intensifying all of those shadows, we're gonna go ahead and start from the beginning again. So we're gonna go into Talk Is Cheap, which was that dark and navy shade, and we're gonna start blending that navy shade with Hustle. And you guys, I encourage you guys to take your time when you are blending these shadows, because you want your shadows to look airbrushed. And then of course we're gonna blend that Hustle color with Money Moves. So after this, everything should be blended to perfection and we're ready to cut our crease. So jumping into our Garnier Fructis Marcel Cleansing Water, we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease. You guys know that this part is subjective to everyone depending on how dramatic you want your eyelid. I did make my eyelid a little bit bigger because I wanted there to be a nice flow. So I am gonna jump into our P.Louise eyeshadow bases and I'm gonna mix them into the paint because the paint is a very much a skin tone color, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I am mixing. So if you guys haven't used a paint before, I always suggest that you guys go ahead and fill in your eyelid and then go ahead and cut your crease because this product does set down, and once it sets, guys, it is so hard to blend out the base. So I do like to work in sections and that gives me that flawless crisp line that I want. So at this point, this is where you should be at. So ready to go ahead and connect the colors to your eyelids. So jumping right into the palette, we're gonna go into Level Up and we're gonna connect that to our new eyelid. So we're just gonna go ahead and push that down and make sure that there's no gaps in the shadow. So take your time again, guys, when you are doing this. So jumping right into our next shade, we are going to go into Hustle. Now I do want to make note of this, guys. You guys do not have to go into a third eyelid color like I did. Honestly, this was a whole vibe right here. These two shades, the blend was effortless and it was giving. But because I'm extra AF, guys, I had to go into that teal color, and you guys already know I was feeling that teal color. So jumping right into Money Moves, I'm gonna go ahead and put that onto our eyelid as our last final transition color. And then we're gonna go ahead back into the palette and use that shimmer shade, which is called Get Up and Grind. And y'all, I did do a low lighting moment so you guys can actually see the reflect. This one was a beautiful like teal blue color, and y'all, I was here for it. So I did take a actual brush to pack it onto our inner tear duct highlight because it was the only light shade in the palette. So here is where we should be at after everything is nice and done. Alright guys, so I did go into a white cream eyeliner because I did want to go ahead and give myself a highlight under my brow bone, but I did want to carve out my brows. So this is a little tip. If you guys already are doing your eyeshadow and you still want to carve out your brow, do a light shade like a nice cream or a white color, and it will carve out your brow but still give you that highlight. So it's a 2-in-1, and bam, this is where we at. Perfect, flawless, airbrushed. Alright guys, so moving on to eyeliner, we are going to, of course, use an LA Girl Shockwave Shadow in Fresh. This eyeliner has just been screaming at me for good reasons because it's fire. Alright guys, jumping right into it. Lashes, we are going to use my favorite lashes. These are the Popsy lashes in the style Popsy. I am going to go ahead and give you a front view as well as a side view so you guys can see this eyelash in all its glory. It is so beautiful, fluffy, wispy, and doesn't cover up my work. If you guys like this style of lashes, definitely don't forget to use Firecracker to save some coin off your next purchase. Alright guys, so let's zoom out and go ahead and jump right into Complexion. So I have never used this e.l.f. Facial oil mist. This is the first time, and my thoughts on it is it's alright. It's definitely not my Pixie priming oil. It doesn't even compare, but I will use it. Maybe I'll even go ahead and put it in my kit, but as far as replacing my Pixie priming oil, absolutely not. So jumping right into color corrector, you guys already know I can't do anything without my color corrector. So this is the Lancome Teint Idol color corrector in the color Peach. You guys already know what we do. This wipes out any kind of discoloration and makes my skin look flawless. Alright guys, so jumping right into foundation, we are going to use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. And y'all, I forgot about this foundation and how beautiful it is. Like, can we just get into this glow? Like, period. I definitely forgot about this, and I'm so glad that I got to re-fall in love with this product because it is lit AF. Alright guys, so jumping right into my concealer, you guys know I've been obsessed with this concealer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. Y'all, this velvet finish is always giving it for me. It just does it. It just, so good. You guys need this product if you guys are trying to stand out from the rest. It's a must-have. Definitely one for the collection, period. Alright guys, so jumping right into bronzer, we are going to go ahead and add dimension with the Made by Mitchell Blush Bronzer in Caramel Chisel. And I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face where I need some dimension. So I am going to blend that out with a brush. Y'all, love this cream bronzer. If you guys have never tried this Blush bronzer from Made by Mitchell is the business. Honestly, it's so good, and it doesn't make your skin dry. It just gives enough depth. Like, can we just talk about the way it sits on the skin? It's everything. Y'all need it. Alright guys, so jumping right into setting our under eyes, we are going to use the Collab Set the Stage Loose Powder, and I am going to put this on with a powder puff to set my under eyes. And y'all, This has been the dream combination. It's the Charlotte Tilbury and this powder. It just gives what it needs to give, okay? Baddie style. All right, guys, and to set the remaining part of our face, we are going to use the Pretty Fresh pressed powder, and I am going to take a large brush because I didn't want to pack densely the powder so it dries out my skin. I just wanted a veil of product. So it just gave me that beautiful airbrush finish that I wanted, and bam, here we are. Alright guys, so jumping right into my Natasha Denona Tans Bronze and Glow palette, we are going to go ahead and take that cream that's in the palette. You guys know I love creams, so this is going to give me that realistic like glow to the skin, which I love. So I'm going to start off with that because we are going to give ourselves a little bit of dimension all over the skin. So here's where we are with just the cream bronzer. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix 2 of the bronzers in the palette just to give myself a nice like satiny sheen on the skin, as well as depth, and to set of course that cream bronzer that I laid down first. So we're going to go ahead and just put this all over where we put that cream bronzer, and just to set everything and give us that depth dimension that we want. Alright guys, so jumping right into our cheeks, we are going to use the One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Brush Trio in Freaky Peach, and I am going to go ahead and just take the 2 powder blushes in the palette. I'm just going to mix them again to keep up with that satiny soft glow moment. And guys, when I tell you I am obsessed, you guys know I love the One Size blush trios. They are fire. Alright guys, so let's start working on our bottom lash line. We are going to go ahead and jump right back into the palette, and we're going to use Talk is Cheap, and we're just going to start adding the dimension to our bottom lash line. So pretty much the same thing that we did in the crease, we're going to do right in the bottom. So we're going to start off with the darkest shade and then transition as we go downwards. So we're going to use Hustle, I always can't say Hustle, and then what I'm going to do right here is add the darkest shade, which was called Level Up, just to give that smokiness that I love, and boom, here's where we should be at. Alright guys, so jumping right into lips, y'all, I am using the Anastasia lip pencil in Cool Brown. Y'all, this actual pencil is really nice because it's shaped like a square, so I found that it didn't roll off of my desk, which I really like. So maybe I'm not Raid for lip liners. If you guys get that joke, sound off. Anywho's, so I am gonna go ahead and overdraw my lips. I actually really like this brown. It was like dark enough to give dimension, but like not super dark where it was like stark or harsh. So here's where we should be at. Alright guys, so jumping right into lipstick, we are going to be using the Artist Couture Angel Baby lipstick. And guys, I put this down for a little bit, and y'all, I really fell in love with this actual lipstick. The Artist Couture lipsticks are, if you guys are OGs of the channel, this was like my jam. The actual formula is really creamy. It's non-drying, it's very bouncy and smoothing on the lips. And guys, this is such a great formula. And I don't know what happened to the footage of my gloss, but I am using the Artist Couture Uncensored Lip Gloss in 2.0. And yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. If you guys stay tuned to the end, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Ignitions family. And thank you guys for hanging out with me in today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.